I still try and do the things that I can do by myself. Now I'm so big. My wife, Amanda, she has to help me do a lot.
I feel pain from the moment I wake up, and it's nagging pain. It hurts so bad that you can't even think straight.
We open on a scene of pure misery. Patrick is so large that his body is a prison, and his wife Amanda has become his full-time caretaker. Just getting out of bed is a monumental effort that leaves him breathless and in agony. Then we see the shower ritual. It's humiliating, it's undignified, and it's a daily reality. This isn't just being overweight. This is a complete surrender of autonomy. How does a person let it get to this point? His body has given up, and we're watching it happen.
The day Dad died, it felt like the whole world crumbled. And I left a big hole in my heart, a hole that I spent the rest of my life trying to fill with food after my dad passed away. I came back to live with my mom. We never talked about him dying.
And here it is, the origin story for the chaos. The trauma reveal hits hard. His dad dies, leaving a void so massive that he decides to fill it with food. It becomes his only connection to the memory of his father, the one thing that provides comfort when his mother offered none. Food becomes love. Food becomes therapy. Food becomes the answer to everything. It's a textbook case of emotional eating escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. The pattern was set, and it's been running his life ever since.
I want a number 9. I want it large size. Then I want another number 9, no pickles. I want it large sized with a sweet tea.
On the road to salvation, what's the first stop? A drive-thru for a last supper of fried chicken and sides. This is not a meal, it's a defiant act of self-destruction. And his wife is right there, facilitating the whole grotesque display. They order enough food to feed a small army, justifying it as one final binge before the diet starts. Are you kidding me? This isn't love, it's co-signing a death warrant. The addiction is so powerful that even on the way to get help, they have to mainline grease.
I know I shouldn't do that.
You're 42 and you've been diabetic for 5-6 years and you're eating candy. You remind me the guy came in and said, my head hurt when I hit it with baseball bat.
Enter Dr. Now, the only sane person in this entire circus. He takes one look at Patrick and immediately cuts through the nonsense. He calls him out for eating candy while being diabetic, a move so self-destructive it's like hitting your own head with a baseball bat. Then he turns to Amanda and points out that the junk food isn't just magically appearing. The enabler has been identified. Dr. Now's brutal honesty is the cold splash of water this situation desperately needs. Finally, some accountability.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Fine, you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, good to see you all again. How was your trip down here?
It was all right. Long drive, but it was good.
How many hours did you have to drive?
The moment of truth arrives, and it's an absolute train wreck. After 3 months and an extension, Patrick didn't just miss his goal, he actually gained weight, an entire 24 pounds. His excuse? He had the flu. The flu! Newsflash, most people lose their appetite when they're sick, they don't pack on pounds. This is a classic addict's excuse, a complete refusal to take responsibility for his own actions. He's not just failing, he's actively sabotaging himself, and it is infuriating to watch this unfold.
So this is our other trainer, Matt, so he's gonna be working with us today.
Coach Matt.
Ready for a workout today?
I guess.
Follow me.
All right.
All right, so the first movement is gonna be that sled push right there. I'm not looking for speed right here, I'm just looking for you to push it.
After getting eviscerated by Dr. Now, something finally clicks. Patrick could have quit, but instead, he joins a gym. This is the turning point. For the first time, he's taking real action instead of just making empty promises. Watching him push that sled, sweating and struggling, feels different. It's not just physical effort, it's a declaration of war against his own demons. He's tired of the excuses and is finally ready to fight for his life. This is the moment the victim mentality starts to die. About time.
Victory lap with that?
That's a victory lap for me. I'm knocked back up to 672. Yeah, kinda.
Well, that kind of line of thinking and make me wonder that...
No, I'm not making excuses.
He's moved to Houston, a huge commitment, only to show up at Dr. Now's office with 0 weight loss. The audacity is staggering. Dr. Now unleashes the final ultimatum, the ultimate tough love. He gives him 1 month to lose 31 pounds, or the surgery is canceled and he can go home. This isn't a suggestion, it's a threat. Dr. Now is forcing him to prove once and for all if he is truly serious. No more excuses, no more second chances. It's do or die, literally.
All right, close enough. All right, we go ahead and do surgery, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's get you back in the room. I'm happy to see Patrick took things seriously this past month to do what he needs.
The final weigh-in before surgery. The tension is unbelievable. He needed to lose 30 pounds, and the scale shows he lost 27. He missed the goal, but just barely. In a shocking twist, Dr. Now declares it's close enough and approves the surgery. You can feel the relief flood the room. This wasn't just about the number, it was about the effort. He fought, he pushed, and he proved he was committed. It's a massive, hard-won victory that finally puts him on the path to a new life.
And now that I'm healing up, I'm hoping to see my daughter sometime soon. I miss her a lot, and I want to redo the camping trip so that we can do it right this time.
Look at this. A year ago, he was a prisoner in his own home. Now, he's hiking through a park with his wife. He's lost a total of 126 pounds and has completely reclaimed his life. The journey was a brutal, uphill battle filled with failure and excuses, but he finally broke through. This is the payoff. This is what happens when someone finally decides to stop being a victim and starts fighting. It's not just about the weight loss, it's about the freedom. A truly satisfying transformation.
My weight has almost taken everything from me. My body's taken over me, it's destroyed my life. I feel like it's taken everything away from me, everything. And I feel like I'm imprisoned in my own body.
Alright, we are diving right into the deep end of despair. This isn't just immobility, this is a prison sentence served in her own bed. Tanisha describes her body as a cage, and honestly, that's putting it mildly. The sheer effort to just exist is agonizing, and we're watching her husband handle a bedpan like it's just another Tuesday. The level of dependency is staggering. You have to ask yourself, how does life shrink so completely that the bathroom becomes an impossible journey? This is rock bottom with a vengeance.
And I was happy for a bit. But it wasn't much better living with them because when I was 9, I was molested by my grandfather, and there was nothing I could do to stop it.
And here it is, the trauma-fueled origin story. The curtain gets pulled back, and it's a horror show. A childhood not just unhappy, but completely stolen, soaked in chaos and unspeakable abuse from the very people meant to protect her. The food became her only sanctuary, the one thing that couldn't hurt her. You see this pattern constantly. The pain gets buried under layers of fat, a physical armor against emotional annihilation. It doesn't excuse the present, but it paints a brutal, tragic picture of how the monster was created.
When I crave something, I just have to have it. What are we doing for lunch? I have a lot of family around. My cousins and their kids are in and out of the house all day, so I always have someone to give me what I want.
Look at this scene. This is the enabling ecosystem in full toxic bloom. It's not just one person, it's a whole network built to feed the addiction. Her husband, her cousins, even her young daughter are summoned to deliver fast food and soda on command. Her cravings are law, and everyone else is just a subject in her kingdom of consumption. They aren't just helping her eat, they're helping her die, mistaking service for love. How can you ever escape when the escape route is blocked by family?
What seems to be your biggest challenge with your diet?
Sweets, sodas.
Okay, how many soda you drink a day?
Ooh, I can drink a 12-pack, maybe a little more sometimes, just depends.
Enter the hero we need, Dr. Nauzeraden. Finally, a single voice of sanity in this whole mess. He's not even in the room for 5 minutes before he sniffs out the entire dysfunction. He calls out the 12-pack-a-day soda habit, the constant fast food, and then points his finger directly at the husband, labeling him the enabler. This is what's been missing. No coddling, no excuses, just a harsh clinical dose of reality. He's not just treating a patient, he's trying to perform an exorcism on the entire household.
I can't believe that. Like everything that I lost, I've gained back. I'm very disappointed in myself. You know, say the numbers don't lie. So I have to face reality, and you know that the road that I'm going is definitely not healthy.
6 months later, and we've crashed and burned. After ghosting the program completely, she's back, and not only has she erased her minor progress, she's packed on even more weight. She blames stress, divorce, and life changes, but these are just the symptoms. The real disease is the addiction, and its grip is terrifyingly strong. This isn't just a stumble, it's a complete relapse that shows just how deeply rooted the self-destruction is. A moment of clarity is needed, and it needs to come fast.
So your eating habits are worse.
It's bad. You know, sometimes like I won't eat all day, and then I'll be so hungry at night that I'll eat more than I should. That's my main thing.
This is the final ultimatum. She's at her heaviest weight ever, over 600 pounds, and Dr. Now delivers the toughest love yet. He tells her plainly that her BMI is a death sentence and that at this rate, the flu could kill her. But instead of just dropping her, he pivots. He sees the root of the problem isn't just defiance, it's brokenness. Pushing her into therapy isn't a punishment, it's the only key that might actually unlock her will to live. It's a strategic, desperate, and brilliant last-ditch effort.
Was that a family member?
One was actually blood. The other one was one of my mother's boyfriends at the time.
and that's hard to deal with as a little girl. Family members were your abusers.
This is it. This therapy session is the real surgery. All that pain from her childhood, all the abuse she buried for decades, is finally being excavated. It's raw, it's brutal, and it's absolutely necessary. You can see the connection being made in real time, linking the nighttime trauma to her late-night binges. She's finally confronting the ghosts instead of eating them. This isn't about weight loss anymore. This is about soul-deep healing. The breakdown is the breakthrough. You have to feel the pain to finally let it go.
Lost 34 pounds this month. You made good progress. You're not excited about that?
That's fine. I mean, anything is better than nothing.
Do you know how long it took you to do this? This is the first time we saw you.
And there it is, a victory lap that felt impossible just months ago. She didn't just meet the goal, she smashed it, losing 34 pounds. This is the proof Dr. Now needed. It shows that therapy is working, that she's finally dealing with her demons instead of feeding them. The surgery approval isn't a gift, it's a reward she clawed her way toward. After a year and a half of false starts and failures, this single moment feels like a monumental triumph. She finally chose to fight.
I love going out with the girls. I love being free now, not just being all boxed up in the house. So it feels real good to get out.
Are you nervous? Is this your first manicure? Yes. Relax, relax.
This is what it's all for. A mother, truly present, taking her kids for a spa day. Then comes the real emotional payoff. Her young daughter confesses she thought she was the cause of her mom's weight gain, a burden no child should ever carry. Tanisha, now clear-eyed and healing, immediately lifts that guilt from her daughter's shoulders. She's not just breaking her own cycle, she's stopping the generational curse of pain and obesity from claiming her children. This isn't just a new body, it's a new life.
I'm 36 years old. I'm not supposed to be feeling like this when I wake up in the morning. I feel like an 80-year-old man.
My wife and kids have already started their day, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get out of bed. The only way I can get up is if my wife Ashley helps me.
We open on the usual scene of human misery. Doug is a 600-pound carcass trapped in a bed, a prisoner in his own body. Every morning is a nightmare of agony where he can't even sit up without his wife, Ashley, hoisting him like a sack of cement. He calls himself an 80-year-old man, but honestly, that's an insult to 80-year-olds. This isn't living, it's a slow-motion burial. The sheer helplessness is staggering, and you can already see the exhaustion etched onto his wife's face. How long can this possibly last?
But when I was around 6 years old, my mom decided to leave us.
She drove us over to my grandma's house, dropped us off on her front porch, and called my dad and told him that she couldn't do it anymore.
And here it is, the trauma that started it all, the source code for this entire catastrophe. At just 6 years old, his own mother drives him to his grandma's, dumps him on the porch, and vanishes from his life. As if that gaping wound wasn't enough, he's then abused by a nanny's son. A childhood soaked in chaos and abandonment. Food wasn't just comfort, it became his armor, his only friend, the one thing that never left. It's a textbook tragedy, the blueprint for a man eating himself to death.
Just a couple of different sides, mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and stuff like that.
So you cook all this stuff for him and put him on the plate and say eat?
And he eats it.
Yeah.
So she's just supporting your eating habit, right?
She doesn't really like to tell me no as far as what I'm eating.
You have got to be kidding me. When Dr. Now asks what he eats, his wife Ashley just smiles and lists a breakfast buffet of fried eggs, bacon, biscuits, and cinnamon rolls. She admits she just cooks it all for him, supporting the very habit that's killing him. This isn't love, it's being an accomplice. She's essentially the chef on his own personal Titanic, serving him gourmet meals as the ship goes down. How can you watch someone you love destroy themselves and actively hand them the shovel?
And change your eating habits. I'm going to put you on a 1,200 calorie a day diet. No carbs, no sugar, high protein. And I want you to lose at least 50 pounds over next month.
Okay.
Thank heavens, the voice of reason has arrived. Dr. Now comes in with the sledgehammer of truth that this entire family needs. He shuts down all the excuses and lays down the law. A 1,200 calorie, no carb, high protein diet. The goal is to lose 50 pounds in 1 month. Period. No negotiation. No more of Ashley's death trap breakfasts. For the first time, someone is giving Doug a clear, non-negotiable path out of this nightmare. It's a dose of reality so harsh it might just save his life.
Some progress, but you should have been able to lose a lot more weight this month. Any issues with your eating habit or any problem?
Not at all.
If that were true, you would have lost a lot more weight.
The first weigh-in, and it's a classic stumble. He was supposed to lose 50 pounds, but he only managed 28. You can see the disappointment on his face, but Dr. Now isn't handing out participation trophies. He makes it crystal clear that this isn't good enough. This isn't a game. This is the moment the addiction fights back, where the old habits prove how deep their claws are. It's a failure, yes, but it's the wake-up call he desperately needed. The easy part is officially over.
You can recall eating order in your life.
I don't generally see a correlation between the two. I don't, because it's never been an active thought in my head.
After it happened, would you say that you just kind of put it out of your mind?
I think so.
Okay.
After another poor weigh-in post-surgery, he finally ends up in therapy, and this is the real operation. The therapist connects the dots right back to his mother's abandonment. All his addictions, his obsessive-compulsive behaviors, his need to eat. It was all a desperate attempt to create order out of the chaos she left behind. You can see the light bulb go on in his head. This isn't just about food anymore. This is about confronting a 30-year-old wound that he's been trying to fill with pizza and burgers.
I am right now.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I highly encourage you to write a letter to your mother to really get those things out, because up until this point, you have not been able to address them.
This is the final ultimatum. She's at her heaviest weight ever, over 600 pounds, and Dr. Now delivers the toughest love yet. He tells her plainly that her BMI is a death sentence, and that at this rate, the flu could kill her. But instead of just dropping her, he pivots. He sees the root of the problem isn't just defiance, it's brokenness. Pushing her into therapy isn't a punishment, it's the only key that might actually unlock her will to live. It's a strategic, desperate, and brilliant last-ditch effort.
62 pounds, and you lost over 200 pounds.
Yep.
Great. So how does it feel to lose all that weight?
I feel great. It's a big difference.
Super. Doug has been doing very well.
This is the moment. After confronting his past and getting serious, the payoff is huge. The scale flashes 462 pounds. He's lost over 200 pounds. Dr. Now is visibly impressed, calling his progress fantastic and officially approving him for the skin removal surgery he's been working toward. This isn't just a reward, it's a validation of his entire battle. He didn't just lose weight, he faced his trauma and completely rewired his life. That is a hard-won victory, and you can see the pride and relief on his face.
Potatoes and mushrooms.
Wow, that is impressive. It's such a relief to be able to come home from work, and Doug's already started dinner. I'm so used to kind of just doing all of that myself.
What a transformation. The man who was once a living bassinet is now in the kitchen, cooking healthy pork chops for his family. Ashley comes home from work not to a caregiver role, but to a partner who has dinner waiting. He's breaking the cycle, teaching his son about healthy food instead of secret eating. He has gone from being another child for his wife to take care of to being a true husband and father. This is the ultimate win. He didn't just save his life, he built a new one.
So my brother Clarence has had to become my caretaker. But in the mornings, he's helping my younger sister Brandy because of her weight too. We all live about a block from each other.
All right, we are diving right into the abyss. We're introduced to a family where mobility is a distant memory, and the day's main event is waiting for the food delivery. One sister, Roshonda, is so large her neighbor has to help her put on her pants. This isn't just a life of inconvenience, it's a prison sentence served on a living room chair. The sheer scale of dependence is staggering. How do you even begin to untangle a knot this tight, where one brother is the caretaker, enabler, and future patient all at once?
2 orders of the 10-piece chicken tender, also a family fry and a slice of pecan pie.
We try to hurry because we know Rashonda's waiting too. But we all can't wait to eat. And we usually get a lot because we all can eat a lot.
This is the cycle of destruction in action. The brother Clarence is supposed to be the responsible one, but here he is, dutifully picking up an obscene amount of fried food for his sisters. He is their caretaker and their dealer, all in one trip through the drive-thru. They call it a family meal, but it looks more like a shared suicide pact. This isn't love or support, it's a well-oiled machine of mutual destruction, and it's horrifying to watch them all happily participate in shortening their own lives.
Like restricting what we ate. And back then, me and Brandy were the ones who were close. And what we would do together was find ways to sneak food.
You know, my daddy had to put all the junk, the sweets, the sodas, anything like that in the closet, and he had.
And here it is, the origin story soaked in chaos. The childhood trauma reveal hits hard, explaining everything and nothing all at once. Picture this, a father with a drug problem who literally locks away junk food, turning it into the ultimate forbidden fruit. So what do the kids do? They become masters of deception, using a cane to fish out sweets from a locked closet. They weren't just eating, they were rebelling. They were finding their only sense of control and comfort in a world that offered none. This is where the sickness started.
So my reason why I didn't want to go.
You didn't have no reason. You just said no.
I had no reason why I didn't want to go.
Okay. But you just said no in the beginning.
It was a split second, Tita. Don't try to have me feeling some type of way or make it look like I'm the bad person because you shut down, and when you shut down, it's F everybody.
Here we go, the inevitable family meltdown. After one tiny setback, the entire support system implodes in a storm of screaming, accusations, and tears. Clarence unleashes a torrent of resentment and his sisters crumble. But this isn't a healthy airing of grievances. This feels like a performance. It's the eruption that was always simmering just below the surface of their enabling dynamic. These aren't tears of breakthrough. They're tears of manipulation and frustration because their broken system is being challenged. It's pure toxic theater, and nobody is winning.
620, huh? So altogether as a family, you all weigh over a ton.
Oh, wow.
So as a family, you have clearly gotten to a critical point with the state of your health.
Enter Dr. Now, the only person on this planet willing to speak the language of reality. He gets all three of them on the scale and immediately drops the hammer. Together, they weigh over a ton. He wastes zero time dismantling their big-boned and its genetic fantasies. He states plainly that the reason they are this size is because they overeat. Period. You can see the shock on their faces. Finally, a voice of reason pierces through the fog of their deep-fried delusion. And honestly, about time.
I'm really disappointed in myself and discouraged right now. I'm scared about how Dr. Now is going to react. I hope this doesn't mess up any of my chances to get surgery.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hello. Just when you thought there was a glimmer of hope, the self-sabotage comes roaring back. After an incredible initial weight loss, Roshonda shows up having gained back a staggering 71 pounds. The excuse? The move to Houston was stressful. Are you kidding me? Life is stressful. Instead of using that as fuel, she used it as a permission slip to dive headfirst back into the habits that are actively killing her. This isn't a slip-up, it's a complete regression, proving that the addiction is still firmly in the driver's seat.
You're 70 pounds to do that.
But I don't understand. My thing is, I feel like if I hit the goal, if I already did it, why do it again?
What you lost was a result of temporary change. So, Roshonda, you have to work.
Dr. Now is having none of it. He looks Roshonda dead in the eye and tells her that her excuses are worthless. He reminds her she's not just failing a diet. She is in a high-risk state where any single issue could be fatal. The goalposts have now moved. She doesn't just have to lose the weight she gained back, she has to lose another 170 pounds to even be considered safe for surgery. This is the ultimate ultimatum. He's not just treating her obesity, he's fighting her addiction head-on.
Okay, Brandy, your progress has improved significantly and you did well too. And you down to 473 and you lost 92 pounds.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Can you tell the difference?
What? Yeah, I feel a lot better and I can get around a lot better.
In a shocking twist, Brandy and Clarence actually pull it together and get approved for surgery. For a split second, it feels like a victory. But let's be real, in a family this dysfunctional, is one person's success sustainable? Roshonda is spiraling backward, and the foundation of their entire dynamic is built on enabling and shared trauma. Getting surgery is one thing, but surviving the emotional fallout is another. This doesn't feel like a finish line. It feels like the quiet before an even bigger storm. I'm not buying it.
I don't think I'm in a mental place to handle the surgery, and I'm at the point to where it's the last hope for me, you know. And obviously, if I do what you tell me to do, and I focus on myself, the weight can come off. You know, I'm at a place in my life where I'm not on disability and I'm not handicapped yet. I just want to give it a shot to be able to try to do it on my own. It's a good time for me to focus on me and actually give it a shot.
And there it is, the ultimate act of self-destruction that leaves you speechless. On the very day of his surgery, Clarence backs out. After all the work, all the promises, he quits. He pulls out the story of his mother dying during a surgery, a crucial piece of information he conveniently saved for the last possible second. This isn't just cold feet, it's a masterclass in sabotage. He was never going to go through with it. He proved that for this family, the fear of change is more powerful than the fear of death.